Well, it seems like this is as good a time as any to come back out here to Salzwiesen Park and continue our quest for an all-rare duck out multi-mount. The Spring Flight Community Challenge is currently running. Harvest any species of waterfowl and pass the harvest check to contribute. So I figured, what the heck, let's come back out here, and honestly, a lot of the new weapons work really well here. We have the Cassidy combination shotgun, which you guys know I love. We have the 25-06, which, because of these soft point rounds, is going to be great for this map. And we have the 17 HMR for our longer range shots. And we'll see if we can find any rare ducks today. This server is full, which we don't normally do, and I'm curious with like decoys everywhere and e-collars and stuff, how many birds we're going to see, but not many Salzwiesen servers open, so we will take the opportunity when we get it. And it is actually in this server raccoon dog during time, so gonna have some opportunities for that. They end at 1300, so actually a decent amount of time. Not exactly a stud, there's a 6. And weren't there 3 down there? I thought there were. There are. And you might hear, we have ducks flying over as well. Okay. Level 6 is the best raccoon dog out there. These are tufted ducks, kind of decent one in the front. Got Goldeneye flying over. Those are tufties as well. None of those tufties we can spot. I hear Goldeneye. I don't see him. Well, nothing really in there that we specifically are worried about, so I believe it's that one at 300. These are the soft point rounds, but I think it's not that one, it's that one. Should do just fine. See if he starts to go down. Maybe we should get a little closer for those shots. Just behind him. Hit him again. Now he's going down quick. I gotta say, so far I'm actually pretty happy with the amount of ducks flying over. I've talked about it so many times, it feels like if you have poor connection to a server or like desync or whatever, you just don't get flocks of birds flying by. We actually just kind of didn't punch through, huh? Again, they are soft point rounds, so it makes enough sense. Little more broadside then and we'd be good. That is good to know, especially for the longer shots, even on class 2, which is why I thought we'd be fine to do that. I hear ducks. Anyway, they're flying over. I'm not seeing... Oh, that's what we heard. I'm not seeing a bunch of, like, super... Like, I'm going to call them chopped up flocks, where there's 3 birds in a flock, 4 birds in a flock, meaning they've been shot a lot, so maybe we'll have some decent luck out here. And it's one of my favorite things, like, get up high a little bit, far enough away the grass renders out, and just kind of slowly pick through every duck that's landed out here. We've got tufties and ferruginous duck, which, at least for the ferruginous duck, they don't have any hybrids or anything. The rares are, I think, albino, mela, and leucistic, so they would stand out, and I don't see any. That's 400 meters, and I forget the holdover for that. Is it something like that? Close. Ah, yeah. That's the one thing, not using the 22. They will spook. Oh, that's something. Leucistic. What is that? I don't know what it is. We're gonna get close. It's a hen. I gotta assume leucistic? I'm not really sure. Definitely not a common. Now I'm a little stressed because we gotta make sure we get it. 300 flat should be achievable, I believe. And I think we're gonna want to go a little bit based on the spotting info as well. 320 to 370. That, oh boy. I think it's closer to the 320 mark. I really hope. We gotta keep it sort of in between blades of grass and stuff. 310 might be as good as we're gonna do. I'm gonna use the map as well. That says 315. Gonna aim at our head 0 for 300 and hope that falls in there. Got it, nice. We've never, that I can recall, killed any rare Goldeneye hens, so that could be pretty sweet. Super long run. There is our Goldeneye hen of some description. I'm really excited to see this because I couldn't tell from a distance what we actually shot. Looks leucistic, and it is not bad. 600 on the nose. For hens, that's pretty small. They can get to gold, I believe. The beak as well, having some sort of white coloration on it, that's really cool. That's Gadwall above us, so let's get our screenshot and get out of the harvest screen. That is super cool. I can't wait to display that. Alright, huge flock. They're a little bit tougher, at least when it comes to, like, let's say a mela. because obviously our drakes in the distance all look kind of dark. So Gadwall plopping down right over here. I'm not sure if these are the same ones or not. Up to 1031's not bad. Are they leaving? What was that? Maybe a warning call. That's another drake. I can't see them very good. This is what I was talking about with trying to get to, you know, where we can see really far. Let's just take that one and then spot them as they take off. Oh my, yeah, there were more than I thought. That was a decent one. But looking common, they're just blasting off, it looks like. If there were any rares, I didn't see them, but like I said, they are one of the more difficult ones. Those and, you know, especially Eurasian teal, the hybrids, you gotta be looking close. So anyway, our Gadwall Drake is a gray plumage, 972 gold, which I think makes it our first gold of the day. I guess it would because we screwed up the raccoon dog. I don't even remember if that should have been a gold anymore. Either way, we will take it. We've got LEUCISTIC. No, we don't. There's a widgeon. We've had some pretty good widgeon luck on Salzwiesen, so we'll quickly check them, but not quite the things we're after. I swear these ducks are spawning over top of us, and then, like, just breaking in all directions. So I figured if ducks are going to be so cooperative in this area, why not just kind of hide in the grass a little bit, throw down the E-collar. We've got teal coming in. You saw the LEUCISTIC there. What I want to do is let them land, just so we can kind of inspect and make sure that there's not an obvious rare. There should have been one other drake, I thought. What are all these? Oh, jeez. There's more LEUCISTIC. I don't see any rares. What? Oh, that's what I was worried about. I thought I just heard one take off. Well, anyway, let's get that guy because he's attentive. We'll reload real quick and see if we can maybe pop another one. Pretty sure that was a hen, but what the heck. And the main thing, as they go, just try to make sure we didn't miss anything. A couple more teal coming in, but I was able to see the drakes good enough. I know none of them are rare. Now, well, we could try. I don't even think that was a good shot, but I figured maybe the 22 Magnum ammo could be useful. That wasn't even a drake, but as I said, I did get to see them all. Over here we have, this drake was a 343, I think. Really hope they move that someday in the harvest screen. It is awfully annoying in multiplayer if anything in the chat is open. And then this, yeah, was another hen, so not doing great in terms of our hen to drake ratio, but they're coming in just fine right now. So I'm trying to hang around like a little longer than I normally would. In the past, I probably would have left. There was a pretty good, I don't know, 5-8 minute gap, something like that between birds. But, how about I get forced to leave? All right. Well, anyway, what I was going to say was, now that we killed something cool already, the LEUCISTIC Goldeneye, easier to be patient. Let's hope we can be patient in a server we can stay in. That's a pretty nice deal, 349 and 361. We actually got back in the same server. Things seemed to be going well, and I really didn't want to try to join. There was one other one anyway, and it was a little bit later in the day, so as long as we can stay here, we'll be in good shape. Everything looked decently common. The hybrid teal, from what I understand, they're like just a little bit sort of brighter, almost like the saturation was increased in a sense, and then they have like a all blue or all green head depending on the hybrid. I really think we should let them come down so we can see. There's a whole bunch more. The more we can try to spot in the air, the less kind of stressful it is when they land and they're ready to take off. Looking common enough to me, I think. Oh, there he is. How did you get over there? Should be good. Reload. Maybe try to kill another one. That was out there, but we got it. Not bad. And I guess because we had disconnected, the red dot defaulted to being back on because I just middle mouse clicked to take it off. That guy's 350. We've had plenty of level 2 diamond teal doing this, but not so with that one. And our other, I didn't pay that much attention. There it is. Probably a hen if I had to guess. Uh-oh. Someone just joined. Maybe there's a little minor desync. At least we got the drake claimed. Oh, there we go. Don't love... Oh, boy. What? All right. I'm not sure this is going to last very long, but we'll keep moving. All right, well, that was inevitable. I guess we'll... that might mean the entire server's down. actually, so I guess we'll try to join the one other Salzwiesen server that exists. Alright, so good news. We joined here and got host fairly quickly, so I think we'll be safe in terms of being able to actually hang out here and have a good quality duck hunt. Because despite the fact that we killed a rare we've never had before, I feel like this thing has been all sorts of disjointed. So I think we're just going to maybe pop that one right there. We still got more ducks coming down. More ducks flying over. Those are ferruginous ducks. We better take a close look. Again, they should stand out pretty well. Alright, where are we looking? It was that guy right there, little over 150. Perfect, it hit like right in the head actually. I think for shots, let's say between 150 and 200, having the 17 being more flat shooting is going to be really nice. And I would say, away we go. We got tufties flying around. I heard another flock of ducks somewhere, I thought. Got our Goldeneye. Yeah, so, I think this only happened once. It was because of that harvest that we lagged on. I forget what you're supposed to hit. Is it just okay? Claimed it. Hopefully that's the only time we encounter it. Oh my goodness. So that zone is absurd. Where roughly, well, I guess what the spot something so we can bring it up on the map real fast. I've never seen that particular spot. Where are we spotting? All the way out there, like nearly 500 meters? So just directly east of that landmark. I wonder if we're typically not far enough south to see this, because that's absurd. There's so many duck flocks to feed in that little spot. Now the other thing too, a lot of times we're getting them in rest zones, like where we kill them on land. So maybe it's a timing matter. Like how would you even... We better get closer. There's no world where I can look at that and say like, yeah, there's definitely not anything rare in there. So I have, at least to the best of my ability, gone through here and spotted every single duck individually. Don't think there's any rares. I don't see any level 3s. There's a Goldeneye Drake with a pretty high estimate. Is that one? Yes. So we'll try to get him. I think 0 for 300 named low probably works. Lower than that. Well then. Maybe we should have zeroed for 150 named high. Look at that. Just about wouldn't be able to see the sun if it was behind them. Sucks to get none of them, but at least we saw, I don't know, 100 ducks? Don't worry. There's more. Once again, looking common enough. And we're kind of trying to get out that direction to loop up around and go into the area that we were in the last server. So I guess we'll just pick one of these and try the same approach. But aim a lot lower. That's a little more like it. So no surprise, ducks flying all around us. We have our Goldeneye, which is a 942. Little high, but got the shot in there. So 50 meters, at least around 300. Appears to be 1 mil dot. Good to know. I think when you're closer though, like we talked about between 150 and 200, it doesn't seem like there's much drop. I mean, we never hunt these guys, and this dude's just hopping right in front of us, so why not? I didn't even know how to react to that. These got a redo at some point, didn't they? I feel like they did. Really can't remember what map that was even at, but a little 1.79 there. Jeez. It was 8 meters. Most of the birdshell pellets, it would appear, hit him. And I talk about it on all of our Salzwiesen hunts. We try to hunt some, let's call them land animals, throughout. But especially when we got ducks everywhere and enormous flocks of like 100 sitting out there and stuff like that, it's really easy to forget these things exist. Alright, so we no longer have hosts. I was getting like frame drops in that last server, and everybody that would join got disconnected. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but kind of figured we were better off leaving that. And now, back to sort of the original plan. Go along, spot birds in the distance, and see if we can get on anything cool. Now that's a pretty big one. 1015 to 1115. 1050 is diamond for both them and ferruginous duck. So that's only like 110, 115, something like that. Keep that a little low. It's like the same spot we're going to for the other one. Actually a little bit past it. This should have been the first cadwall. Oh, not again. This is just the weirdest hunt. We hard shot that when he was diving. Like, my ping to this guy is incredible. I don't get I don't know. Can we claim this one fine? No? It is just so weird. But the strange thing when I don't have host, like, frame rate's fine, nobody else is desyncing, I don't get it. Really nice 11032 gold. Good thing. I think anyway, good thing that wasn't a diamond. I guess we could tax it still. How do I get out of here? Alright. This is beyond broken. I'm not exiting the map. As soon as I open it to try to leave. Okay. Alt F4 it is. I swear that teal looked a little funny when it took off. The fact that we hit it is incredible. But, we joined another server, and we ended up getting host, and things were fine. So, I really don't know what was going on, but, just in case. It's just been a strange day, a strange hunt. Its head is very much common, so, I don't know, something looked really bright when it took off. One shot, knocked out of the air at 209. But, there's a bunch of teal flying around right now. I think we'll slap the e-collar down, just see what shows up. Maybe get into that grass over there. Who knows, maybe we clutch something. Everybody's looking pretty common, pretty not level 3. There were more over there. Big old flock of them just walking around, but best I can tell, they're in the open. They all seem common. Bunch of random mallards over there too. These ones took off, so why don't we just pick a drake? That guy's all the way over and technically has a potential diamond estimate. We'll just aim 1 mil dot down. Perfect. And on our way over, if anything else flies over, we'll try to spot those. There were mallards? I knew I heard the quacking. I just thought they were somewhere else. So this video feels incredibly disjointed, like we couldn't stay in the server, and even when we got host, something was weird about it. I don't know what the heck was going on. But, through all that, we ended up killing a leucistic, tufted duck. Or Goldeneye it was? I can't remember. Looks like we just about shot over that guy. Somehow we got him. It was a Goldeneye, and we will be heading back to the Trophy Lodge to place that somewhere. I'm just not sure where yet. So back here is kind of like our rare bird section of the lodge. We obviously have other stuff too. However, I don't think there's anything we're taking down in favor of that. Like we have a hybrid Goldeneye male over here, which I did look. 600 is the minimum score for a Goldeneye, so the fact that we have a minimum rare female and a very low scoring rare male, like, what the heck? Where's our high scoring ones? There's our super rare widgeon. Like, we're gonna have to probably go to the back of the lodge somewhere and find one of those random diamond birds or something that we could remove. Now, we just killed that diamond widgeon not that long ago on Scotland. I think that stays, because he was max score. Maybe we could find something else? I mean, there's a low-scoring diamond Frugata stock. Feels like the perfect candidate to swap out in favor of a leucistic Goldeneye hen. That thing with the beak is super cool. It's on the top and the bottom, and I feel like Call of the Wild does such a good job of, like, pieballs, leucistics, really showing, like, essentially a lack of pigment, but it's not everywhere, right? So I guess I'll call it transitions from white fur to dark fur and little, like, kind of flecks of darker and whiter. I really like it, and again, the eyes, just really, really nice. Another rare we had never killed, and still, like, this happens pretty much every Salzwiesen hunt. We can usually get something. Sometimes it's diamonds, oftentimes it's a rare hen or whatever. We need 3 specific rares, and they have to be drakes, and we've had rares of each of those species on Salzwiesen, but it's always been the hens. That's why we just keep on coming back out. You never know when it's going to happen, and, you know, in our case today, you never know if you'll be able to claim the thing. Luckily, we were able to claim that one and get a tax, because that one is very, very cool. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time.